Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Module 2. We are going to talk about different kind of customers that you may come across as you're providing services and as you are being a customer service representative in your company, in your organization, in any department, in any store. Now we are going to see what type of customers you will come across and the best way to communicate to these customers so as to resolve the problems and be able to provide positive customer experience. With the first type of customer you will come across is called the meek customer. Now this customer is usually very calm, collected, never complains. You may hear them saying, "Okay, I see. Don't worry about it. I'll try to figure it out. If that's the way it is, okay, I understand." Those are some of the common phrases you will hear from a meek customer. Now they tend to avoid confrontation and won't make their complaint known at that time. They will just appear that there's no problem at all, even though there'll be a massive problem that needs to be resolved. So unless you as a customer service representative do a very intensive inquiry to find out what's going on, they may vaguely explain the problem and expect that you understand fully what's going on, since they assume you are the expert or you're the customer service representative, you should know what's going on. So you will have to take your time and ask probing questions to get the right information from this customer and also to know exactly what is going on, because they're not explaining anything, so that you can be able to see the root of the problem, why there is a concern, and how the problem can be resolved. So you should be very careful. I know sometimes they are the easiest people to talk to, but be careful that these are the customers you can easily lose, because the continuous purchasing by this customer is dependent on how you relate to this customer, how you present yourself and communicate the information. So make sure you work very hard to solicit comments, complaints, and make sure you appropriately resolve the complaints and follow up just to make sure that they are satisfied with these products and the services. The next customer we're going to talk about is the aggressive customer. Now this one is completely the opposite of the meek customer. You remember the meek customer is one who never complains, very humble, very quiet. Now the aggressive customer is readily complains, will shout, will be somewhat abusive, very aggressive, and they will speak very loudly. It can be in person or over the phone. They are very loud. They want everyone to know that there is a problem and it needs to be resolved. For example, a customer may call in and you take the phone and respond, "Hello, this is XYY company. My name is Ashley. How may I help you?" Now the aggressive customer will say, "I can't believe I'm getting another customer service representative. I want a supervisor right now. Supervisor. You've been ruining my life here. I've been having constant problem with your services. I don't believe what I'm going through. I want a supervisor right now. You do not care about what you're giving the customers. You do not care about me. All you want is my money. Money. So when you hear that customer is talking in that level of tone and responses, do not be aggressive in return. Do not be aggressive. Listen completely. Just pay attention. Listen. Let the customer vent out. Let them say what they're saying. Let them complain, but know when you need to get into the conversation and begin solving the problem for the customer. This is because they tend to be dismissive of excuses and reasons for unsatisfactory experience. They do not believe there can be problems, there can be software problems, things can run down. They do not believe in that, or they want a somewhat perfect customer service. So take your time and actually acknowledge that a problem exists if the problem does exist, and indicate what can be done to solve the problem. So a way forward for you when dealing with a customer who is very aggressive or an aggressive customer will be, for example, you can say this kind of phrase: "Oh, I am so sorry about what you are going through, Mr. Z. I'm so sorry the products have not been working well as you had expected, but I'll be more than glad to assist you to provide the best service possible to get you what you need so that you can enjoy the services of our products." So you've already provided a direction that you're going to do the best thing possible to get what they need, and you are going to try and resolve the problem. Now, the next customer we'll look at is the high roller customer. From the word, you can tell this is a high roller. Expectations are very high. So this kind of customer expects the absolute best quality, best service, best product, and they are willing to pay. They are willing to pay for these products. Let's say, for example, they are aware that a new iPhone has come out and they just bought the other one just several months ago. They will call in. They want the new product that has come in. It may be $500 more. They want it, and they want it now. So you have to pay attention to this type of customer because they are willing to pay. So when you are communicating with this customer, be absolutely professional and be very careful, because most of the high roller customers are very knowledgeable about the product. They have done their research. They know why they want the best. They know they can pay for the best. So make sure you deal with them in a reasonable manner, and make sure if they are voicing a complaint, pay very close attention to the type of complaint, because these are the type of customers you can turn to loyal customers. So they will complain, but in a reasonable manner, because as you see, they are willing to pay for the best. They are ready to listen to you. So they will complain in a reasonable manner. So for you, make sure you give a reasonable response, and the best response you can. If you may need a supervisor to check in some facts, or maybe get some more updates on what they are looking for or what they are complaining about, make sure you check your facts before you tell them, because they will go ahead after they've talked to you. They will go ahead and do their research again. Mr. So-and-so, that customer representative said this and this. Okay, let me go ahead and look around. Let me go ahead and do my internet search and see, is that true? Is that not true? And they really value quality. So make sure you give them quality. So they know who they are, what they want, and they want to be just to understand what's involved in the process of making sure they're getting quality services. And if the services are not at par as they expect an explanation. So be honest with this kind of customer. If the services have been down, for example, there has been a routine maintenance of the website, or maybe the platform that they use to go ahead and do their online shopping, just be honest. Tell them, I'm sorry, Mr. James, unfortunately we've been doing a routine maintenance to our website, and that is why you are not able to access some of the features or the products. The routine maintenance will be done by, give a specific time, and from there you should be able to go ahead and do your shopping. You may also add on all the newest features that they are there to help them have a positive customer experience. You and explain to them how important it is to them so that they see that you're actually putting your best effort forward for them to be able to get the quality service. The next customer we'll look at is a rip-off customer. Now, from the word rip-off, someone is ripping you off. You can already predict what kind of a customer this is. Now, the goal of this customer is they complain, they are never satisfied, nothing is working, complaints, even after the problem has been resolved. They will continuously complain. The slightest mistake, they will escalate that problem, want a supervisor, want to return the product, and even though it can be replaced, they will just ramble on and on and on. Nothing is ever good. You may have done one good deed, but it's not good enough. And they are never satisfied. So you may constantly hear them saying, this is not good enough, this is not good enough, this is poor service, this is poor service, these are poor products, cheap products. I don't believe this kind of process even exists anymore. These people should be shut down. They're always complaining. They always look for something to complain about. These are called rip-off artists. And a constant one will be saying, you hear them saying, is not good enough. This discount is not good enough. This free offer is not good enough. This free gift is not good enough. So make sure when you see this kind of customer, they can really wear you down. So all you need to do is make sure you are well composed and calm when talking to this customer, because you know you are doing the best you can, but they still don't show any appreciation for your work. You have to keep an objective mind. Stay objective and don't take it personal, because sometimes what they are saying, you may think it's because of you, it's because of how you are communicating the customer, it's because of what you're saying. But this customer, this is their nature. They complain about everything. So make sure, don't take it personal. Go ahead and actually give them facts, give them data, give them facts of what has been going on, that actually the problem has been resolved. Give factual information. Don't say, oh, I don't feel you're saying this right. I don't understand what you're saying, that's not good enough. I don't understand. Could you explain what you mean it's not good enough? No, you cannot communicate that with that customer, because now you actually make them escalate in their communication and they'll start giving you a very hard time. So when a customer is saying it's not good enough, that discount is not good enough, these products are not good enough, that free gift was not good enough, it was cheap, how could you send me this kind of a gift? So what you need to do is back up your position with actual quantifiable data. An example could be, if they say this discount is not good enough, you could go back to the account of the customer and tell them, Mr. J, I do see that you have been getting constant discounts for a very long time. Now you have been getting special favors as our loyal customer, and I'm sorry, seeing that this is not well done, but bear in mind, we have always taken care of your issues. We have always made sure that you're getting the discounts, you're not missing out any discounts, you're not missing out any coupons. And make sure that there is documentation, and make sure you tell them there is documentation of these discounts that you've been giving you for a very long time. So we have actually been serving you as a very loyal customer to us. We have provided you the best state-of-the-art customer service, and we have documentation to back that up. So when they hear that is actually documentation, that there's actually documentation to backing up how they process their transactions, how they're getting their free discounts, how they're getting their free services, whenever they're getting free services, then they will calm down, because they know that what they're saying, there's no information to back that up. There's no information to back that up. So make sure it is proper documentation for this kind of customers, and do not yell at the customer. Do not take it personal when dealing with this kind of customer. The next one we're going to look is the chronic complainer. There is Always something wrong. Chronic, as you can hear from the word chronic. It's severe. There's always something wrong. This customer is on a mission to whine, never satisfied. Everything, there's always something wrong. They will look for the slightest mistake that is made, and from that they will magnify the situation and make you feel that you have not done anything at all. For example, it could be just a typo in a letter on the email. Just that a small typo, maybe the full stop was a comma was put instead of the full stop. They will complain about that. They will say you have poor communication skills, and they will insult you and make you feel that it is always a problem. It has been a constant problem, and this was done maybe one time. They'll make you feel it has been done over and over and over again. So with the chronic complainers who would constantly look for something wrong, they'll constantly look for that seam that is coming out in the dress, and they've worn it like several times, but the seam came off. Now they will complain that the dress actually came in when it was actually the seam was off. So with these kind of customers, you have to have extraordinary patience. Be very patient with this customer. Stay calm and collected. Make an honest effort to resolve the problem, because their mission is to complain and to whine, to get their refund back, to show that you are not offering quality services. So just be calm, be collected, listen, and make sure the most important thing is to resolve the situation. Then, as we look at the other type of customers, I will want you to look at this general type of customers, that they are the prospective customers. Those are the prospects, the suspects, the leads. Now, these are the type of customers that you are expecting will be customers. They are suspect. You are thinking, I think we can have that as a good customer. I think that can be a customer in the future. And you can have lead customers. These are lead customers whereby you have to provide absolute clear for them, because these are the customers that actually influence others to buy items from you. So you have to be careful with how you handle those kind of customers. Now, I want you to go ahead and do some research on these type of customers on your own. There's so much information about them. Go ahead and read about this type of customers. Get to know what kind of customers are they, who are the lead customers, what do they do, how are you able to transact business with them, what should you look for when you're dealing with this kind of customers. That's a type of process with customers. We also do have different kind of customers. We have the new customer, we have the novice, we have the active customer, we have the repeat customers. Go ahead and research and try to understand the definition. What's a new customer? What's a novice customer? What's an active customer? What's a repeat customer? From the words you can tell, you can somewhat guess what the meaning is, but I want you to do some research on that. And then when looking at bad customers, we have different types. We have at-risk customers. We have lapsed and unhappy customers. Can you define who they are? I want you to go ahead and sit down and also do some research on that, and go ahead and write down what type of customers they are. We also have awesome customers. We have loyal customers, referring customers, advocate customers. Go ahead and do the research as well and get to know how you can deal with this type of customers. These are everyday kind of customers you come across, but I want you just to go ahead and revise that. You may already know, and get to know how you deal with them. Evaluate how you have been dealing with this kind of customers, and see and look for ways you can improve to continuously provide a positive customer service experience. And we have come to the end of our module 2 of different kind of customers. So Congratulations, you have completed module 2 of the customer service training. In addition to this module, there will be some attached videos in the resource section and in the video section of different type of customers and how to relate for these customers. I want you to go ahead and look at those videos, understand those videos, the content of the videos, take some notes and compare with what you have learned here, and see how you can be able to use the videos and these videos to go ahead and improve your customer service and provision of customer service experience. Thank you. Have a good day.